So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest.
And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run it here. It is the rookie from Tennessee. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Second and 7. From the gun, here's Tua. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Tua going to give this to Wright. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 45-yard line.
It's a first carry for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but...
And he's in. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Washington. His 12th touchdown of the year. Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That is caught. And he's in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. They'll run with Wright. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
17 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Tagovailoa. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Wright out of the backfield. Third down coming up.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. On comes Patterson for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Commanders stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And the good kick pays off. He'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line.
38-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. In motion is Hill. Head up. This is Wright. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. They run again with Wright. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Now a first down throw for Tua. Going for it all. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their third attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
A carry here for Wright. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's been a one-sided affair to this point. More from New Orleans after this. Here's a third down and 4. A shotgun handoff to Wright. And he is going to have the Saints first down. It was 3rd and 5, and they picked up 7.
And the Saints first down.
Back to throw is Tua. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Wright. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down. Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Dotson, the man in motion. And he'll be taken down around the 29-yard line. Third and 9. Mostert. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line. So the drive will end there, and on comes Tress Way to punt on 4th down. That's fielded at the 7. Oh, looks like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Wright. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Tua. This one complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. A give here to Wright. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Saints.
They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chinn.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. Room to run at the 40. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll go with the option here to the short side.
Raheem Mostert, ball carrier. Out of bounds at midfield.
Second down and 8. Once again, it's Mostert. Mostert, a 1st down, and more. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Mostert, and he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there, and now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
4th and goal, decision time, and they will go for it. They'll go Here's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On first down, a run for Wright. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back on the ground and back to Wright. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
The score, Commanders 35, Saints nothing.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Putting the tight end in motion. On the ground, this is Wright. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. He'll tuck it and take off.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd down, they go with Wright. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Tua gonna give this to Wright. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Saints first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
They'll run with Wright. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and...
Head up. This is Wright. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
They snap it to Tua. That's taken in, and he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Here's a 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Tua. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Give them 14 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's Tunga Vailoa. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. A carry here for Wright. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal. It's inside the 10. Down to the 7-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw is Tua. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
End of the 3rd quarter of play. With this makes the score. Commanders 35. Saints nothing.
They'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. In motion is Hill. They'll try to run this one in. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. Nice little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Grupe able to add the extra point. The Saints cut into the lead a little bit. And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. He's to midfield.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And that is brought in. And he will score. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
The kick is good. Next attempts to score. Commanders 42, Saints 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Past midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, when you've given up this many points, you're going to get quite the workload with your return units, and that's a really good effort right there. I mean, it's going to get lost anytime you have a one-sided game like this, but that's great determination on that run back.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On the give, it's right. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On 1st down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On the zone read, it's a give to right. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Here's 2. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Allen in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
In motion is Hill. A run on 1st and goal. He slams it in there, and he is in. Jalen Wright, touchdown Saints. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
42, Saints 14.
And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. It's Mostert on the option. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. That is caught. What a throw. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Wright. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's going to be pulled in by Wright. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A give here to Wright. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
No gain on the play.
Here's 2 and out on 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
And more of the same. Another interception. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Mostert. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to be intercepted. It's the rookie, Kool-Aid McKinstry. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big 1st quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.